You muted. You muted.
My bad. Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite unmuted armchair GM, CJ.
He said, hey, I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. Come on, one time. Cuz what it
Cuz,
is, what it ain't.
well, what it is, what it ain't, what's gonna be, what it is, you know, we suck.
All up in the air, huh?
What
Yeah.
it ain't, we ain't playing good. What it's gonna be, I hope we can turn that around. But that's what we here to talk about, man. How you been doing, dog?
Man, you know me, I ain't shit slick to a can of oil. Just been chilling, man. Taking it day by day, you know. Like you just said, it hasn't been a lot to write home about, to be excited about. Um the build up to week one, to the regular season, you know, we started drinking some of the Kool-Aid during training camp, cuz I ain't gonna lie, we started drinking some of the Kool-Aid, hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can honestly say I was completely surprised that the whole team came out looked that flat. Because I know last year we talked about how we got an idea by looking at how um preseason, especially the joint practice, went with the Jets and how that
Mm-hmm.
kind of gave you an indication how the season was going to be. Well, this year was the opposite. So I was of the mindset that, well, think things may be a turnaround. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's not too late to turn around, but what I'm saying is that first game, like that was more than a gut punch. That was a sucker punch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a that's somebody that stepped out
Mm-mm.
the alley and just snuffed you. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-mm.
didn't even see it
No.
coming.
No. That wasn't no sucker punch. They were right in front of them for 3 hours. They were right in front of them, cuz. How you tell me they couldn't see you that was coming? They sat right
Hey,
there and let them do it to them.
yeah,
Oh my goodness. Yo, let me tell you, when I say
yeah.
not really a rough week, but everybody knows I'm a Panther fan now, especially at work. I done told everybody and their mom I do a podcast. Hey, what's wrong with the Panthers? What's wrong with the Panthers? I'm like, I don't know. Hey, I heard Panthers fans are selling tickets for $1.80 a piece, and I'm like, well, shit, can you blame them?
Bruh,
So
they
it's
it's
crazy.
been all on Pat McAfee show on ESPN. I seen somebody had the advertisement on Game Time. I was like, bruh. I was like, I think it was last week. I think Doug asked the question last week or
Mhm.
somebody, and they was like, "Is this the time where we need to start wearing the paper bags?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
he asked me that.
"Nah."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Nah, dog, it ain't like that." But when you look at the national media, like the
Hmm.
the Carolina Panthers are the running joke of the national media. And let me tell you something. Let me be the first to say, and this gonna put this out here. After that first interception, I saw photos. I think CD put it on Twix yesterday.
Mm.
Just how defeated Bryce Young looked after that first pick. And I was like, no, it wasn't CD. It was Panthers on tap. It was
Defeated.
Panthers on tap.
He
Yeah,
was smiling after the first pick, and everybody was trying to figure out what the hell he was smiling at.
yeah. Well, I could understand that because as you being the captain of the team and you just
Mm,
threw a horrendous pick on the very first play of the very first game. You didn't want. I'm not. This is just me assuming. You
mm,
don't want to show your team that you're down in the dumps or that it has affected you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I
yeah,
feel you.
go
I
ahead,
feel
go
you.
ahead, cuz you
Yeah,
can do
man.
these comments.
Yeah. Well. First off, everybody that's joined us so far, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. If you're not subscribed or you do not follow us over on Twitch, that's what we call a mixture of Twitter and X. You can check us out on all social media at Two Fans in the Stands, and over on Twitch, you can catch us at Two Fans ITS. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to our 2,000 subscriber goal. on YouTube, and we're trying to get our 1,000 follower goal over on Twitch. So if you haven't and you're watching, please do that for us. We greatly appreciate it. Okay. I'm gonna get into some of these
Already.
comments. I'm gonna get these super chats first. Steve, our good boy Steve, how you doing, my friend?
What's
Thanks
going
for the $10
on,
super chat. He said, "Thanks, guys, for your great content. Have no idea what to expect Sunday." Hey, you and us both, dog. You and us both. I'm gonna make sure I get me something good to eat when I turn around and watch this game on Sunday. Cause at least I have some joy and some food in case it don't work out like the way we want
you
to.
know, you know, tell
I'm
the
ordering
truth.
something good, something
Tell the
real good.
truth.
Tip Trill Will,
And
what's going on, bro?
I might be drinking something real good along with it.
I'm
Cause
telling
I
you.
don't want to even feel the pain that may come.
I'm telling you, I might be out here hiccuping myself. Hey, Will,
Tell
man, thanks
Fred
for the
Will.
five. Thanks for the five super chat,
Tell me
dog.
talking
He
to the
said been
grief
talking
camp.
to my grief counselor all week. Damn, Will. Hey, don't let it get to you like
Hey,
that, man. Don't let it get to you like that.
hey, Will, she got an openings next week. Is there refer a friend? You know, yeah,
Hey,
hey,
well,
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
depending on where Will is at and where his grief counselor is at, we can take the Ain't It Express the next week if it doesn't work out the way we want it to.
Got you. The Ain't It
Hey,
Express.
appreciate you, Will. Mr. Hunky Door, thank you for the
Mr.
$5 super
Hunky
chat.
Dory.
He said Will Robinson's counselor said to keep calm and see what tomorrow brings after taking the meds he prescribed himself.
Damn.
Oh God. Oh, thank you, Mr. Hunky Door. We appreciate you. Hey, and again, Mr. Hunky Door, thank you
Mr.
for the
Hunky
$2 super chat. He said CJ Beanie's doing. You know what? That hey, you know what?
Hey,
Hey, country boy at heart. I love me some beanie weenies. I love them with a passion. That's a good idea. I appreciate that, Miss Hunky Door. And thank you for the super
hey,
chat.
yeah.
All right, let me get it
What's
rest.
that?
Hey, Panther Dog. He said, at a show, have fun. We'll watch when I
What's
get
up,
back. Hey,
Panther
appreciate you,
Dog?
Panther Dog. All right. Hey, look at this with Tony. The car said, "Hey, fellas, I'm not staying around. I'm tired of talking about this team. Just ready to see them play. Y'all take care." Hey, the car, thank you for stopping through, dog.
Hey,
I
we
ain't mad
appreciate
at you,
that,
bro.
Nicari.
I ain't mad at you. Miss Hunky Dory said, yeah, let's get it on. Enjoy the show, dog. Our good friend, my little brother Doug said Friday night, what? Let's go. Friday night football. My two big cuz with Sunday preview. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All
Already.
right. Nader said good evening to my brothers Tony and CJ. What's up? What's up, Nader? How you doing,
What's
my
up,
friend?
Nader?
Damn, I can't talk. Hey, Earl, how you doing, man? Hey, Earl said he got his earbuds. I hope you are enjoying. And if you missed the last live, Earl was the winner of our giveaway for the Galaxy 2
Yes, sir.
earbuds. So appreciate you, Earl, and I hope you enjoying, man. Put them to good use. Yep. Let me see. Doug said, told you about that Kool-Aid. Take a sip and sit back. B. Amos, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, B. Amos?
Bryson, what's going on, Bryson?
Bryce.
The whooper of Tony's ass in fantasy football last week.
No, no, I know you don't want to bring
Mm.
that up.
Oh, I got
Let's
destroyed.
not do that.
I
Yeah,
got
okay.
hold on. I got destroyed. Now I got beat by 90 something points.
I lost by 7 points. You want to say I got my ass
That's
whooped?
cool. That's cool. No, I know. I didn't say. Let me see. L is a L. Whether it's by
Yeah,
90 something
yeah.
like me or whether it's by 7 like you.
Facts,
So this
facts.
loser's couch that I'm sitting on, you got a seat reserved right here next to me. It's just that when they picked me up and threw me in the room with the couch, I hit that joke and went through the wall. You walked in and sat down. Hey,
Yeah.
Will said I'm trying.
Hey, I feel you, Will. I feel you. Hey, man,
Mhm.
listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Doug said all I'm gonna
yeah,
say is I need to see a complete 180. Yes. Yes.
I
D
agree.
Cash, what's
I
up?
agree.
Smile to keep from crying. Well, let me tell you.
That part right there.
What's
That
going
part.
on, D Cash? How you doing?
What's up, D Cash?
Hey, look, I didn't even see this yet. Speak about Tony's loss in fantasy football this past week. Hey, look. Hey, if
Hey,
huh?
no, hey, Bryson. It's just week one, fella. It's gonna come back around. It's gonna come back around. I'm not even worried.
Yeah. Hey, DK, the only good thing about losing early, it could possibly get better. Yes, it possibly could.
That's right, Cash.
But
That's right.
we will see. Will said, gotcha. Mr. Earl said he will. Okay, cool. Revolutionary Poetry. Panthers might win Sunday because it's supposed to rain. I don't know. I looked at the forecast earlier, and WSOC said that there was a very slight chance of rain. But you never know around here because I got home today and went to cut my neighbor's grass and my grass, and I mean the bottom fell out for about 5 minutes, and then it went away. You know, and I'm sitting there like, well,
Well,
I'm on the lawnmower, so I'm gonna keep going.
I'm not going. I'm not going to say that the Panthers have the advantage because it may rain. Because let me tell you something. If you can't tackle, if you don't wrap up with that offense that's coming from the Chargers,
Bruh.
that smash and grab, and them backs they got. Listen, the
Hey,
rain may be an advantage for them.
look, Bryson said all love, Tony. So basically,
It's all
what
love.
what he's saying now, he's patting you on your back and saying, "Poor Tink Tink, it's okay."
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, for Panther
Eh,
fans only, just backhanded me straight on out the Coliseum and said, "Ice up, son."
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit to Edgar Salmingo this week.
Boy, hey, I ain't talking no junk to nobody. I went 1-5 in fantasy football. I drafted Christian McCaffrey in like 2 leagues, and yeah, and I think he might be
Oh
on
yeah,
IR now. So
yeah. He might be going
yeah,
to IR.
yeah, making true money. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Making true money.
MTM, what's good, man? And we still
All
waiting
right,
on that
cuz.
invitation, dog.
Yeah, man. Let us know. Let us know. All right, cuz. Well,
Yeah,
let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Oh, hold on, let me see. One more comment. C3 Billy Ambrose said, "Hey guys, let's hope for a win and to see improvement from Bryce Young and on Sunday." Yeah, hey, exactly. Sure hope so. Hold on. Doug
see,
said, "Tell Tony if he get the win, we going lot Henry boy." Okay, so I know what this means now. So yeah, Doug, stop it. Stop it, Doug. Stop
hey,
it. Clay, what's
hey,
going on, Clay?
be right there, honest with them wings, dog.
Hey,
Be right
look,
there, honest with the wings.
what's going on, Clay? Revolutionary poetry. The people
Oh
on.
God.
Oh God, you know what? Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't doing
Stop
that.
it. We ain't getting into that. Oh, Mr.
We
Hunky
are not
Dory said
doing
we
that.
had Panthers tackling each other, tripping basically one trip in front and fell. Yo, okay, and I know what he's talking
Yeah,
about. There's one play last week where I think it's Cesar Ruiz for the Saints. Excuse me, y'all. And it was the play where Alvin Kamara went around the left side and almost ran in for a touchdown. Cesar
yes,
Louise got a really good stiff arm on Derek Brown, got him off balance. Derek Brown fell, he tripped, he fell, hit Xavier Woods' leg. Xavier Woods fell, hit Josie Jewell's leg, and then Kamara
yep,
ran right past all of them and almost made it into the end zone. And I
yeah,
saw that play and I was like, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. Like
yeah,
like when I got beat my fantasy league in another league, not this one I lost by 90, but I was up by 20, and I'm like,
yeah. But
okay,
you got
cool. The guy
murdered
had
in this one. You caught a
yeah, I
body.
got murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, I called everybody on that was had that day. But yeah, so I was up by 20, and the guy had Christian McCaffrey. So in this league, you can't make waiver claims until after week 1. So I'm like, I bet, I might have a chance. Tell me why San
Mhm.
Francisco kicker bodied me with 26 points by himself. By himself.
I've never
Yes.
seen anything like that. That was
Yes. I
crazy.
always say when your kicker gets 20 points on if somebody else's kicker gets 20 points on you or you get 20 points on your kicker, it's your day. You might as well just go ahead and wrap it up.
So
It
what?
was either their day or it's your day.
He hit 5 or 6 field goals, didn't he? And then they
And
scored.
they all
They
must have been
scored
from 90
touchdown.
yards or something. Yeah. Let me say. Hey,
Yeah,
let me
because I was
tell you.
trying. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I was trying to figure out how he got 26 points. I was like, that must be a glitch in the system or something.
Well,
But
no, I
yeah,
think what it was, he had about 3 or 4 field goals from like 40, 50 yards apiece. And then I think
mm,
he had like 3 extra points or whatever. And
yeah, he
don't quote
did.
me.
Yeah,
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 don't quote me. But he had quite a few field goals and they were all from long distance. So, but yeah.
yeah.
But all right, cuz, let's go ahead and get into it here.
All right.
Okay. Man, I'm on the wrong slide. All right, bet. Oh, hold on, one real quick. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Evans? How you doing? That's my neighbor across the street. How you doing, sir?
What's up,
Appreciate you
Mr.
stopping through.
Evans?
All
Mr.
right.
Evans, I've been getting you and Earl Locklear confused. I,
Yeah, he thought you was Earl,
yeah.
Mr. I said
Yeah.
no. I said his name's something else. But all right.
Okay.
Hey, okay. So let's get into the injury report. Okay. So today's injury report, Johnny Hecker, Tommy Tremble, Taylor Moton, Raheem Blackshear, and Damian Lewis are all questionable for the game on Sunday.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, also added to that list is Jadeveon Clowney, Robert Hunt, Josh Nyman, Josie Jewell, and Adam Thielen. But I do think, let me see, Jadeveon Clowney was a full participant today. Robert Hunt limited, Josh Nyman limited, but he was a full participant yesterday. All right. Let me see. Josie Jewell limited today. Excuse me. And Adam Thielen was a full participant today.
But Dave Canales did say in his presser today that he expect all those guys to be ready to go and playing Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. And
Yeah.
then, well, Blackshear, he had a personal matter. He wasn't even hurt.
Right.
He just had a personal matter. So
Right.
yeah. Yeah, D Davis said my patience is running thin with Bryce. I can't disagree with
I can't disagree with that, Davis. Hey, listen, listen. We gave this man a full year. I wanted to
yep.
see a full year because I know how a rookie quarterback. You know, the rookie year for a quarterback is always more than likely probably their worst season that they ever play. So I kind of wanted to see with all the turmoil that happened last year with the team,
Mm-hmm.
different play callers, two head coaches, things like that. Like it wasn't set up for um success.
Success.
It was
Yeah.
yes, it was a disaster from the beginning. But the Kool-Aid that was passed around, throughout training camp and things like that, kind of gave you hope that it was going to be better. Let me tell you something. That first game, man, that first
Mm-hmm.
game was enough to wipe away the whole preseason. OTAs, training camp, free agency, draft, like none of that
Mm-hmm.
shit mattered after Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel you. I'm definitely with you on that. My patience is running a little thin on that.
And I want to say this to everybody too. We tried our best to kind of balance the scales out because we saw what we saw and everything looked good in practice. We were hopeful, new coach, new scheme. Maybe he can get the best out of Bryce. And that still may be the case. Still may be the case. And we
Right.
always said we wanted to be hopeful. We were trying to temper down our expectations, and we got to see it on the field first. And what we saw this past Sunday was not it. Okay. It
Yeah.
just it just wasn't it. But at some point we got to move on. And that point is right now because our next opponent is the San Diego Supercharger, as Chris Berman used to call them.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
they don't care
So
nothing. They don't care nothing about how we got our ass whipped this past Sunday.
nah, they don't. But my thing is, would you though? You know what I mean?
No,
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 yeah. Mm-mm.
no.
And,
They ain't
and it's
supposed to.
funny, Jim Harbaugh. I was one of the pressers he had, and I watched it, and he was just like, they asked him about the play of the Panthers, and he started talking about the damn coaches. He just like, man, it's almost like he wanted to say, did you see the bullshit they put out on the field? Why am I going to talk about that? Let me
Right.
talk about some of these guys I worked with before. Let me not get up here and act a fool on this microphone today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about to fall
Okay.
into that trap, sir. But I do like the coaches.
All right. So our last matchup with the Chargers was a while ago. Teddy Bridgewater was our quarterback. Okay. And if you
Okay.
look at these stats, all right, Bridgewater was 22 or 28 for 235 yards and a touchdown. Herbert 35 for 49, 330, one touchdown, one interception. Mike Davis had 13 carries for 46 yards. Austin Eckler 12 carries, 59 yards and a touchdown. DJ Moore, 2 receptions, 65 yards. Keenan Allen, 13 receptions, 32 yards, and one touchdown. Okay.
Mm.
We were outgained the total yards, 436 to 302. They outgained us in first downs 26-14. But one key stat in that game that helped us out, we got 4 turnovers. Okay. The
Yep.
Chargers coughed it up 4 times, 3 fumbles and an interception. And I do believe we turned those into some points on some of the possessions. But in the end, we got the win. Okay.
Yeah.
We got the win. And as we go on in the season, some of these teams, it's been a minute since we've played them. And like Kansas City, I think this was the same season, was the last time we played Kansas City when Teddy Bridgewater almost pulled it out. Then because Kansas City's last possession, I'm sitting here screaming at the TV for Matt Rule to call the damn timeout. I'm like, bruh,
Yeah.
timeout,
I remember that.
timeout, timeout on that final possession. And he sat there and let the clock run down. And lo and behold, the Panthers got them at 3 and out. So instead of when I went 3 and out, they moved the ball down the field a little bit, and then we eventually got the ball back. But instead of having more time on the clock when we got the ball back, you know,
Right.
hey, we ain't had no time left to do anything.
Right.
So, but this was our last matchup with the Chargers. Tony, any thoughts on what you think we may see from the Chargers this week?
Yeah. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see a smash mouth north south running game. That is Jim Harbaugh's staple when he was in San Francisco, when he was at the University of Michigan, and ain't gonna be no difference now. That's what Jim Harbaugh, um not Jim, what's the brother name in Baltimore?
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh. That's kind of the staple they had, you know, for years in Baltimore until recently. Now that they have a different offensive coordinator, but it's one thing when the offense comes at you in a simplified manner, and basically say what they're basically telling you is, we know you know what we're going to do, but can you stop
Mm-hmm.
it? Are you
Yeah.
man enough to stop it? Can
Mm-hmm.
you whip the man in front of you? You know
Yeah.
that's the question the Panthers, especially the D line in the trenches, are going to have to ask themselves this Sunday. Can I
Mm-hmm.
whip the man in front of me, and can I control the gap that I am? Can I be in the right gap to slow down this run? Because I think just looking back at some of the film of the Chargers and Raiders game, there was only like 2 plays that garnered majority of their yardage rushing. You know, they had like a 55-yard run. I think another one was like a 60-yard run, something like that. Like the 2 runs, I can't remember exact numbers, but I think
Mm-hmm.
like 2 runs totaled like 100 yards. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna just keep leaning on us. You're gonna see a lot of 22 personnel. You're gonna see a lot of 13 and 12 personnel, jumbo packages. I mean, that's just what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep coming at you, hoping to lure you to sleep. Now you're gonna try to drop an extra man in the box, and then they're gonna try to go play action over the top. You know, they don't have the wide receivers that they had the year before.
Mm-hmm.
But Quentin Johnson, I think they tried a couple times. I don't remember if they was successful or not, but they tried play action a couple times and go deep with him. He's a big body receiver with good speed out of TCU. So that's the nature of the game. That's what they're gonna try to do.
Okay. So now, speaking of the Chargers, technically, Justin Herbert had a worse game than Bryce last week. I say
Yeah,
technically only because he had less passing yards. He did have 1 TD and he didn't have any interception. He was sacked 1 time for 4 yards. Okay.
right.
So, and I think that you got to give kudos to their run game because they were able to run the ball, control the tempo, have the game flow how they wanted it to go. Now, as far as their receiving core, you know, Lad McConkey had 5 catches for 39 yards. Quentin Johnson 3 for 38. Hayden Hurst 2 for 33. Joshua Palmer 2 for 15.
Right.
Will Disley 1 for 13. So when you
Yeah.
look at this, when you look at this receiving core, it doesn't really jump out at you. It doesn't
Right.
scream like, hey, they're going to torch us. But, going on what we have to go on, which is what we saw the Panthers do last week, if they go out there and just screw around and don't communicate and all this like that, these measly stats that they have here, could be something that we don't want to see. Especially when you got Justin Herbert back there. Because my thing is just say we stop the run, or we kind of hold the running game back for the Chargers ever so slightly. Because I guess what I'm trying to get at is the defense has to be running on all eights. Okay, it's a V8 engine.
Yeah.
They got to be running on all eights. They can't be missing no beat. They can't have a down cylinder. No nothing. All right. But okay, let me ask you this: what worries you the most, Justin Herbert or J.K. Dobbins?
J.K. Dobbins, because I
Mm-hmm.
because I know they're going to emphasize the run. Uh, not just J.K. Dobbins, but Gus Edwards as well. They're gonna have a two-headed
Mm-hmm.
backfield. Um, honestly, the thing that worries me the most is not even their offense. It's the two defensive ends they got in Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. They
Mm-hmm.
going up against Icky, Iquano, and Taylor Moton. So you gonna tell me we got two All Pro potential Hall of Fame candidates on the defensive end going against our right and our left tackle? That ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
bowl. That's really not gonna bowl well. Like
Yeah.
the interior of the offensive line, I think is going to be solid. I know they got Puna Ford playing the nose tackle a little bit for them, but I'm not really too much worried about the interior offensive line. They got Morgan Fox, who did
Mm-hmm.
play with the Panthers, I think for like a year or two, and went to San Diego. So yeah, that what are we going to do to combat their defensive ends? Are we going to play a lot of 12 personnel with two tight ends? Chipping one of the defensive ends before going out in the flat, or things like that. Anything to help the two tackles, because if you leave them one on one, I believe honestly and truly, Joey Bosa gonna have a field day, and we're gonna
Yeah.
see the same thing that we saw last week.
Well, okay. Now, speaking on that, I think our tackles actually had pretty good games last week, and I will say Icky included. Now, Icky was credited with a couple of sacks, but those
Was
were the
he?
sacks. I think so.
I
Remember we
know.
talked about this
I
the other
think. I
day.
think. I
He,
think I seen on PFF he was credited with a couple hurries, but I don't think he was
no, I'm
credited with no
sorry.
sacks.
I'm sorry. No, not
Yeah.
sacks, hurries. My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hurries.
Hmm.
But I think that he got those hurries because the nickelback from the Saints, huh? The
I'm
Panthers
lis-
have too.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
looking at Panthers post the transmission slipping.
hey, hold on. Let me tell you. Hey, Panther Post, they need to strip this V8 down to the block. They need to take it to the
Yeah.
CNC shop and get that bad boy resurfaced. We need all new pistons. We need all new valves. Like you said, spark
It
plugs, everything. We need to.
just
We
need a
need
complete
a
rebuild.
complete overhaul. Complete overhaul. This joker missing, sputtering, everything else. All right. But back to
Oh
what I
God.
was saying, Icky was credited with a couple pressures, but the
Right.
nickelback that got the Bryce Young three times, I think Canales said one of those was on Bryce. He didn't call the right protection, and the rest was on him. But
And we
my
said
thing
that.
is, yeah,
We said that. Yeah.
I think Icky and Moulton did a pretty good job on Chase Young and what's his face? Oh God, I can't think his name. Well, Cam Jordan. Cam
The
Jordan.
Cam Jordan. They
Yeah.
they did. They did.
Mm-hmm.
It was they didn't do a bad job, but when you look at the tape and when you think about the arc of offensive line that builds a wall around the quarterback, you can see a lot of times where the ends, the pressure was coming from the ends, and they were being pushed back further towards the quarterback. Even though they were staying in between the quarterback and the defensive end, they were still allowing that pressure. But I did like the fact that Bryce was able to, for the most part, stand in the pocket and throw the ball away. Now when they start sending um 7-man blitzes on, when you only got 5 men in the block.
Mm-hmm.
That's was a miscommunication in as far as being able to check into max protection or anything like that. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
Alontae Taylor came free on all three of his sacks.
And there was one
Be-
play. There was one play where Bryce Young he called Miles Sanders back into the backfield because Miles Sanders was split out to the left. He called him back
mhm.
into the backfield
And put
and
him on
put
the
him
wrong
on his
side.
right side. Okay,
Yeah,
and then when the play went off, Miles Sanders just stood there. He kind of he stood there waiting on some pressure, to get to him so he could block. And mind you, if Bryce would have put him on his left side, he could have picked up what's the man name? You said Alontae Taylor. I forgot his name. The cornerback.
Al- Alontae Taylor.
Yeah,
Alontae
okay.
Taylor. That's his name.
So if Bryce would have switched him, to his left side, he could have picked up Alontae Taylor. Okay.
Right.
And that's one thing I'm kind of hoping is that there were it was so much of a communication issue offensively and defensively that is something that they
Right.
can go out there and fix because like Doug said the offensive line was fine. Okay, the offensive
Yeah,
line
they,
is
they
fine.
they were fine. Yeah, don't get
Hmm.
me wrong. They were fine, but what I'm saying is, or what I'm trying to say is, the
Hmm.
defensive ends that they're going against this week is a lot better than what they faced in week one. Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack is definitely better than Chase Young and Cam Jordan, and we all know Joey Bosa can get to the quarterback just as well as he is against the run. He is a
Hmm.
problem every single play. And in my opinion, if you leave him 1-on-1 on the island with Taylor Moton, he gonna eat Taylor Moton's lunch. So
Yeah.
when you throw a tight end in there, whether you want to go 11 personnel with one tight end or 12 personnel with two, I think it would be beneficial to have those two tight ends in there. Not saying that they gonna have to like block like
Hmm.
Ian Thomas, but just where they could just chip him and get stop his rush for at least a second or two and give Taylor Moton time or Icky time to get into position to handle the rush from one of the ends. You got to have a chip. You got to
Hmm.
have
I
something
feel you.
because
I
I
feel you.
just don't think Taylor Moton got the speed to handle Joey Bosa coming off that edge. Joey Bosa's
Yeah.
a different animal.
Yeah, and then like I said, you got to deal with Khalil Mack too. Now, Big Walk, I
Yeah,
showed this comment earlier. He said he think Bosa hasn't practiced all week, so that's something to keep an eye on. You know what? Hey, like I said,
that would be a blessing.
I don't wish injuries on any player. But if for some reason he did not play, like Tony said, that would be a blessing. That would
Hey,
be a
I ain't
blessing.
wishing. I'm not wishing. I'm not wishing that he get injured. I'm just wishing for a blessing.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's
But
all.
and I will say this. Um, to me, it was encouraging to see the offensive line because the one thing that we did not see last year that we saw Sunday, even though the defensive ends were kind of circling around Bryce, he had a
Yeah,
pocket to step up into. And that's one
yeah,
thing we said game after game, all off season. You know, when the Icky and Taylor Moton really didn't do a terrible job last year. Okay, it's just the fact that when the ends came around, okay, there was nowhere for Bryce to step up into the pocket. So as soon as they say they got say they got past Bryce, spun back to the inside, Bryce was still there. He was still right there waiting on him. Not on purpose, but he had nowhere to go. If it was a situation where he couldn't jump out of the pocket somewhere, and run, they got him. Hey, what's up, Nicar? He said I lied. I'm back. Hey, appreciate you, big dog.
Hey, I might have to slightly disagree with you a little bit because I
Mhm.
believe Icky had a terrible year last year. Taylor,
Okay.
Taylor
Yeah.
Moton probably, Taylor Moton was like 50-50, but
Oh,
Icky had a horrible year compared to his rookie
I give
year.
you that.
You know
I get
what
that.
I'm saying?
Hey, but what I always tell you, Tony, what did I always tell you? Taylor Moton, it was crazy because it was like Icky's guy got to Taylor Moton. I mean, got to Bryce right before Taylor Moton guy got to him. So it was like Icky gave up all the sacks. But if Icky would have held up for like 1 or 2 more seconds, I promise you, half of them sacks he gave up would have gone to Taylor Moton. So it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a mess. So
But
go ahead.
like you said, to their credit, they did play better Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
given all that was happening and you know, playing from behind, New Orleans sending these exotic blitzes towards them and stuff like that. All in all, the offensive line, which was a key point of emphasis for me this year, especially the interior offensive line with Austin Corbett at center. The offensive line really did hold up pretty well, given the circumstances, you know, that they found themselves in with the Saints. So that's why I said, you know, when we say that we were looking for improvement on the offensive line, we was hoping that would translate to improvement also for for Bryce, and it just didn't show. So yeah, Bryce was he definitely was the problem week one. There's no
Yeah,
doubt about it.
no doubt about it. Hey, sorry, said Icky played like he got paid in Fritos last year. Wow. Wow. Hey, look, the car making up for lost time.
I know, right? I know, right?
Hey, look, he said in the car, he chill. He said, come on, chill on Icky. It's a new year. He said, I said last year, LO. Okay. Now, another thing that I think is going to be interesting about this game. Okay. And I'm sorry, y'all. I did not get the all 22 tape. I've been very busy at work because it seems like everybody wants to move into the building that I work in, and everybody wants new furniture. Everybody wants their office like redone. You know what I mean? It's been
Yeah,
crazy. It's been crazy, but
right.
I thank God I have a job. So, but yeah, but I didn't get the all 22 tape. But one thing that I did notice, okay, that the Saints did great last week were their double team blocks. Okay. And it looked like rarely did they have a situation, the same thing that they did to the Panthers did not do to them. The Saints would load the box up. You got five offensive linemen, and you got 6 to 7 defensive players that are blitzing, and you see how they got the Bryce. So on the plays where the Saints had the ball, and especially on that first or the second drive when they I'm sorry, not the yeah, the second drive. Second they drove down the field. You saw a lot
Uh-huh.
of those double team blocks where you had Penning and I think my man's name is Fuaga or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
Walker, the rookie from
yeah.
Arizona. Yeah,
I mean, Derek Brown, Shy Tuttle. I guarantee you, they double team Shy Tuttle damn near every running play. I want to say every running play I watched, Shy Tuttle called a double team.
you know, we always talk about, or you always, not just us. I'm just saying, you always hear, if you want to beat the bully, take the fight to the bully, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, punch the bully in the nose first. Let me tell you, I was surprised at how they were just running at Derek Brown, yo. I
Yeah.
really was. I was surprised at how they were running at Derek Brown. Now that we know that he had an injury, I don't know exactly when he sustained that injury. I know they said that he felt it later on that night. It tightened up
Mm-hmm.
on him, and then it got worse when he woke up. But when you take all that information and you think about it, you go back and look at the tape. I've never seen Derrick Brown get pushed around like that, even in double teams.
Mm-hmm.
Even in double teams, I've always seen him be able to hold anchor, you know, stack the stack the block, shed it, and move on, whether it was single or double team. But they just ran slap into Derrick Brown's chest, and hey, hats off to New Orleans, man. Hats off to New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
because they came out with an aggressive run game, and they was like, I don't care who's in front of us, y'all gonna get this work today, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what they did.
Yeah, and they were hitting our defensive linemen with the combo block. I mean the double team blocks. And another thing they did good is shedding that block and going to the next level and picking up a
Yes.
linebacker or a defensive back or whoever was coming down to try to make the tackle.
Look,
What
look,
happened?
look, cuz said they shared the block more to the second level. Let me find out.
Come on now, don't
let
do
me
me like that. Don't
let
do me like
me, let me
that.
find. Okay, all right, all right.
Look, don't do me
Let
like
me
that. Don't make
find
me
out.
send a virus to your computer.
Let me check my let me check out all 22 account. Let me see how many hours you've been film studying.
Hey, let me tell you, I was watching it, dog. I just didn't have a chance to make a
Yeah.
clip of it. I was watching it, bro. But I'm
Yes,
just saying
sir.
though, you see the center and the guard, like I said, you see the center and the guard get Shy Tuttle, and it's like it's almost like they had time to look at each other and be like, "You got him, homie? Yeah, I got him. You go ahead." He was like, "All right, bet. Let me help block your ass right there. Let me go ahead and clear this lane for Kamara, so we can go ahead and go down and score." It was
Doug
crazy.
said that man name should not be said or spoken. He talking about Shot Tuttle. Quit mentioning that
I'm
man name, Doug.
hey, Hey, let me tell you, Shy Tuttle, Shy Tuttle, Shy Tuttle. He did the same thing that he did most of last year, game one, which was not a lot.
Let
Not
me
a
ask you
lot.
this.
And go ahead.
Let me ask you this. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I remember
No,
somebody
go ahead.
made
You
this
good?
comment on Twix,
Hmm.
like 3 or 4 days ago, and it got me to thinking. What if, what if, um, the Panthers put Nick Thurman in at nose guard and slide Shot Tuttle over to the three technique
Hmm.
in place of Derrick Brown? Because I think Shot Tuttle would do better one-on-one blocks. You know what I'm saying? Not being double teamed as much as being the nose tackle on the defensive line. But I've
Hmm.
seen, just going back and look at tape when he was with New Orleans, he played better in a three technique. So what if they slid him over to three technique and
Hmm.
inserted Nick Thurman at the nose guard position? Because Ivero was saying that Nick Thurman can play inside or out. He's a
Hmm.
quick twitch athlete. So I'm guessing maybe he can stack and shed blocks, get up blocks quicker than Shy Tuttle can in the middle. And I know he's longer than Shy Tuttle.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what you think
I, I've
about that?
hey, at this point, I would love for them to try it because I've said this. Shy Tuttle at the nose tackle spot after last year, it's not going to work. Okay. And the thing was,
Mhm.
he's not an Aaron Darnold. And if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
they because they played in 3-4 under Evero, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's
But
his scheme. That's all he knows.
yeah, but Shy Tuttle is not Aaron Darnold. Okay, he does not
No.
have the physical makeup and I ain't gonna say talent because I don't want to say the man ain't got no talent, but he's not Aaron Darnold. Okay, because I
Yeah.
said this before, and we said this last year. We thought going into last season we was going to have Marquand McCall, John Pennicini, a your prototypical Cam
What
who
Cam he talking about?
boy. Let me finish my thought.
I
Let me
yeah. I
look,
ain't seen
get
that.
that off. Look, get that off screen.
Okay.
Let me
All
finish my
right.
thought. But
I'm
but
back.
yeah, but Shot Tuttle, to me, is not your prototypical nose tackle in
Oh
that three
God.
four scheme. Okay, and I
Right.
keep bringing this man up because he did it perfectly. Vita Vea. Okay, you want a Vita Vea type. My thing is Vita Vea can get a double team block, but what he can do that Shy Tuttle can't, he can hold his ground. Okay,
He can
you get
anchor.
a double
Yes.
team block on him, but like you said, he will anchor right there. He will not
Yeah.
let them two guys just push him 5-6 yards back down the field.
Right.
And just on the
Right.
off chance you let a Vita Vea get one on one, most times, more times than not, whoever's trying to block him is going to end up in the lap of their own quarterback because he's just that, he has that much strength. He can just push him back and it affects the pocket. From what I've seen, I don't know. I don't think Tuttle can do that. You know what I mean? And I've said that since last year. But like you said, if they move him over, maybe that's something that will work better. And they want to try that. I'm all
Yeah.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all
I
for it.
hope. I hope that's something that we will see. I'm not saying that something that will be seen permanently because you don't know how it will play out. But if you want to try for a series or two in this game,
Mm-hmm.
I would not be against it because right now you didn't sign another defensive tackle, or claim
Evie.
anyone off waivers this week or sign a free agent. So you're going to roll with who you got. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, the preseason is gone. So you can't just play around and see what works. But if you get an opportunity, say you up, you know, 10 to 14 points, then maybe you can toss that lineup out there and see how it plays out.
Hey, Carolina Panther Post. Facts. Facts. I
Facts.
agree.
Yeah.
Facts.
We've been
Certified,
saying that for
signed,
2 years
sealed.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because like I said, we always call Marquand McCall. We nicknamed him Big Snacks. He's 6 foot whatever, 355 pounds. But for whatever reason, they let him go. So
I
we'll
think
see.
people get I ain't gonna say well sometimes people get confused of what the responsibility is of a nose tackle in the 3-4 defense. There's only one nose tackle that I can think of in the league right now currently playing that's like an outlier at that position, and that's Cam Hayward of Pittsburgh. Cam Hayward
Mm-hmm.
is not a real big dude. He's like 305, maybe 310. But his
Mm-hmm.
technique and that quick twitch that Ivero was talking about, Nick
Yeah.
Thurman,
Mm-hmm.
is oh my god, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Dog, him playing that nose tackle position. So in his case, you don't need a big body. You don't need a 330, 340 pound nose tackle. But traditionally, your nose tackle, all you need him to do is eat up two blocks. Eat up
Mm-hmm.
two blocks, take on the double teams, and hold anchor. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Because
it.
like I
That's
said,
what you
when
need.
they were Oh, my bad. I was gonna
No,
say
go
when
ahead.
they were running that zone blocking scheme, and like I said, when Kamara went to the left, they took Shy Tuttle and just moved him right along wherever they wanted to go, and that
Hmm.
was a wrap. That was a wrap. But let me get to Nakari's comment here. And Nakari, I agree. Okay, let's take a second to talk about Evero. Nakari said, I feel like we need more smoke for Evero. Yeah, he's good, but he's too stubborn and doesn't adjust. Because all you heard at the beginning of the season, Evero's gone. Evero's gone. We're not going to be able to keep him. He's a hidden gem. He's going to be a head coach. Well, if that defense keeps playing like this, I'm trying to figure out where he's going to be coaching at.
In Carolina.
You know what I mean? Okay, but and my thing is this, and I feel what Nakari's saying with that last part, too stubborn and doesn't adjust, because time and time again, I feel like New Orleans offensive line only had four players to block on that defensive line. Okay, I don't remember
Mhm.
seeing the Panthers blitz. I really don't. I really don't. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong, but I know they didn't blitz enough to actually make a difference. You know what I mean? Because like I said, on the
Yeah.
flip side, the Panthers, New Orleans sent the house at them a few times. My thing is when you got five people blocking four, and then if you take a look at it too, they were using their tight ends, like we keep saying. The tight ends were chipping off the edge, and then like I said, they look, hey, you good, homie? Okay, I'm straight. They go on down and pick up somebody else. And
Mo-
for us,
when
it was just like,
yeah.
go ahead.
When so when you in 10 personnel, that's one running back, no tight end. So you got a 5-man front. And
Mm,
you in the pistol and you run a pistol and you in shotgun. What you're telling to the defense is that I am not about to run the ball. When they
mm-hmm,
already know that you can't run the ball, that you haven't been successful running the ball, you are telling the defense, the front seven, I can pin my ears back and come hunt your quarterback. And that's what
mm-hmm,
they were doing. With five men, with five, when we were in 10 personnel and we didn't have no tight end on the field and we were three wide or four wide, they were not scared of us going deep or anything like that on them. They came at us with the blitz. They came
Mm-hmm.
after because they do not respect our run game. They don't believe that you can run. And when you got five to protect six or seven, they
Mm-hmm.
pinned their ears back and they was bringing the house. Every team that I watch, whether it's college or pros, that has a successful running game, at least play with 11 personnel. They at least have one tight end on the field or extra lineman because that stretches your front. The whether you in a run a 3-man front or 4-man front, when you put an extra body on the offensive line, whether it be another tackle or or offensive lineman, it changes their gap responsibility and it
Mm-hmm.
stretches them out just a little bit more. We don't do hardly any of that. And when we go 10 personnel, they send the house at us. Why? Because we
Mm-hmm.
haven't proven that we can run the ball on them in
Yeah.
out of that look.
Yeah. Hey, and real quick, like Doug said, hey, y'all hit the like button. It's 134 of y'all good folks in here between Twix and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, okay? Comment, show us, tell us what you
Yeah.
think. If you're over there on Twix, go ahead, make sure you go to our page, hit that follow button. Again, we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on X and 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. But again, thank you for everybody in here. We love and appreciate every single one of you. All right.
Yes,
Now I want
sir.
to go back
Yes,
to this
sir.
comment too. Revolutionary Poetry. All you heard in his press conference today was at the end of the day. I think Panther Nation is so tired of some of the sayings that some of these coaches have. Okay, from Matt Rule to Frank Wright, even Ron Rivera. You know, it's just like we know we're not going to get the answers that we want, but it gets so repetitive and so mind numbing sometimes. Well, you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we got our ass beat by 37 points.
Well, let
You
me
know what I
ask you
mean?
this. Let me just push back on that a little bit. What would you like for them to say?
I don't know.
'Cause because
Be
one
creative.
they not
You know, I wouldn't mind if Evero come at that. You know what, Sunday, we're gonna have to pop out and show people. You know what I mean? Something. You know, throw a little Kendrick in there. Something. You know, throw a little John in there. Hey, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Something. I mean, you know, act like you mad. You know, act like this upsets you. Yeah, and I get it. They
yeah.
have to be professionals, but at the same, oh, here it is. Here it is. It is
But
what it is.
yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is. Hey,
Wasn't that
That was Ron Rivera thing right
that
there.
was wrong. It is what it
That was
is.
Ron Rivera thing. It is what it
And it's
is.
just like Ron. We know that. We want to know what it ain't. Because what it is ain't it.
This is how I want them to have
Man,
a meltdown,
yes.
smack the podium
Yes.
and cuss at David Newton.
Yes. 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 I would love to see one of them step off the podium and go down there
Oh
to Dave
God.
Newton and just be like, ask me another damn stupid ass question. And get back up on the podium. Next question, please. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh God.
But you know, like I said, hey, Bryce is catching hell. Um, Canales is catching hell. But Evero, what up, Rock Jones? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Rock?
But Evero deserves a lot of this smoke too. A lot of it. Because that defense was not it. They didn't look
Yeah.
prepared, they weren't communicating, they couldn't get any pressure. And that's with Derek Brown. Now, mind you,
Yeah.
Derek Brown did not know when he injured his knee. And I had a partially torn patella tendon. I know it's not the same thing. But and the crazy thing, I did it getting in the car, leaving work one day. So I got in the car and I pushed up in the seat to, you know, adjust my position in the seat, and I felt something pop in my knee. You know, I got around the corner, you know, to the light, and it went away. And I was fine for like 2 or 3 days, and all of a sudden, boom, got up one day and was literally dragging my leg, you know, trying to walk to the bathroom. You know, so I mean, it's just one of them things, but it's almost like, did it happen earlier in the game? You know, did it like affect
Right.
him, and he didn't even know it was affecting him? But you know, we'll see, we'll
Yeah.
see.
I wanna see the first play
Mm.
of the game, I want it to be a run play. I don't care if it go for 1 yards, no yards, or they hit it for 5 or 6 yards. You have to create the illusion that
Mm-hmm.
you want to run the ball. You have
Yeah.
to create the illusion or set the tempo and show these ends like, oop, let me just wait a half a second or a second because they can't just run up the field and have a field day at the quarterback. They need to create the illusion that they want to run the ball or like be successful at running the ball. But they don't
Mm-hmm.
need to drop back on the first play of the game and try a pass. They need
I
to try to somewhat establish a running game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at them. They ran the first 6 plays. I don't care if it was 2 3 and outs. It's something
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that debacle of a mess we saw on the first play of last week. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That debacle of a mess, I wouldn't be mad if the first 6 7 plays were run plays. If they, but now what Josh said is correct. The only way for us to stop how defenses play us is Bryce has to step up and make them pay. You are correct. If they
Mhm.
load that box up, he has to make them pay. Okay, he has to make the pay. He has to make them, pull the safeties and linebackers back. And then at the same time, the run game has to make them pay when they don't load the box up. So, it's a double-edged sword. But hold on, Doug said Clowney said that today. Listen to what he said. Okay, gotcha. Nakari said, I also want to say this. Evero wanted all his guys on this defense. When you look at who messed up the most, it was always Evero guys. Josie Jewell, Jordan Fuller, DJ deserves to be in the USL.
Hey, the card, the
Wow.
crit.
Hey,
Hey,
hold
the
on. Wait, Tony. I
creativity,
got you.
dog.
Wait, I got you. Hold on. Yes. There you go in the car. There you go, my friend. Yeah. That is
DJ deserved to be in the USFL. So.
wow. Hey, look, the Panthers are the world's
Oh,
worst magicians. No illusions allowed. The car said they
oh,
need to give Bryce some
that one hurt.
weed, sativa. I need him off his rocker. I want to say crack, but that's too far. The car, you stupid, man. You sir are
Yeah,
stupid. Okay.
he
Well,
on one day.
yeah, he on one day, but I ain't mad at him though. I ain't mad at him.
No,
Okay,
nah.
so let's move on, y'all. So every week we're going to do a Panther spotlight. Okay, and it's not just limited to the players, as you will see right now, because in this week's Panther spotlight we have Dave Canales, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Okay, and
Yes.
I put him up here because what I want to see is I heard Baker Mayfield say that he felt like he had more freedom in this the offense that he's in now rather than Dave's offense because he had the freedom to spotlight no damn body. Hey, every week in the car, we get somebody every week. This is what we're gonna do,
Yeah,
play.
somebody
Look,
gotta get this work.
look, when we get to the spotlight, you can leave then, go get you some snacks or whatever, and then come back and watch when we move on. But 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 Baker Mayfield said he felt like he has more freedom in the offense he has now, as far as checking out of plays, changing plays. And that made me think, and I'm like, okay, so are the plays that he's calling for Bryce, are they set? And it's just like Bryce is back there, it's like, all right, well, this is what it is. This might be the only thing I can do, but I can only like, and I'm thinking about the Miles Sanders play. It was like was the play for him just to go to his right and nothing else. Does he
He
have the
kind of
freedom?
hinted. He kind of hinted at that, didn't he? He kind of hinted that
Mm-hmm.
Bryce didn't don't necessarily have the freedom like we thought he, that we thought he had or that he should have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to
Yep.
cut you off, but yeah, I
No,
was
no,
just
no, no.
agreeing
You
with you.
good. Yeah. But and my thing is what will Dave now it may take more than a week, but this week in practice, or like when he sat down with Brad Isaac and the rest of offensive coaches, does he have in his arsenal anywhere where he can add in? Okay, you know what? If you see this again this week, check to this or check to that, or we're going to add in some hot routes because it looked like on a lot of plays, and I hate to say this, but it looked like last year sometimes with some of those plays because there was one play where Bryce was set, he was ready to throw, and everybody, all the receivers, still had their heads downfield and weren't looking at him. He had nobody to throw to. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
everybody was still running their routes looking downfield. So my thing is, Canales, like, what did he do this week, to adjust? Does he have that
Right.
flexibility in his offense? Or is it a situation like Baker Mayfield said, where it's like, hey, in at the quote what Diggy said, it is what it is, and this is what we have to deal with. And it doesn't help that his first game as a head coach, you got dog walked by 37 points. Everything you put out on the field failed miserably. Okay, miserably. He's
Mm.
such an upbeat guy. Everything is positive this, positive that. I gotta wonder if he went home and went in the closet somewhere and cried for about 15, 20 minutes. That's a lot, man. That's a
No.
lot. I don't know. I don't know when I've seen a coaching debut go that bad. But uh, hey, any thoughts on Dave Tony from you?
Um, this is his first time ever being the head coach. Very first game. Just off that um alone, I
Mm-hmm.
have to give him grace, because
Mm-hmm.
we didn't know what we would see with Dave Canales. Like last year was his first year calling plays as offense coordinator. So
Mm-hmm.
um was the spotlight too big for him, or was he not as ready or as prepared as he said he was, or as we thought he may be? We would never know. But I think he has that positive energy that you want to see. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but even though you got dog walk, got your ass kicked, got roughed up, whatever the case may be, you have to have some type of positive, some type of positive, some you have to be positive in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's looking up to you. You are the head coach. You know what I'm saying? You are the head honcho in charge. So the team will reflect your energy that you put out. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, we got dog walked or what or whatnot, it is what
Mm-hmm.
it is, but he has to remain upbeat because everybody's going to look to him and feed off
Mm-hmm.
energy. And like I said, it was just game one. It was a horrible game one, but the good
Mm-hmm.
thing about it is it's just game one, and we got 16 more games to go to be in a good position. And I'm glad Diggett said that um about Tua. Like I hope he do what needs to be done and makes the right decision for
Yeah.
him, as far as his future goes. But when you look at the type of game that he had up until he got the concussion, he threw 3 interceptions. And look at
Yes.
all the weapons. Look at all the weapons that he got. All that
Mm-hmm.
speed. He has been the offense of Mike McDaniels for 3 years now. So it just goes to show you that it can happen to anybody. It
Mm-hmm.
can happen to anybody at
Facts.
any given time. Just like they always said, football is a game of any given Sunday. You could be
Mm-hmm.
the worst team one week, and next week you can look like you one of the top 5 teams. All I want to see, even if we and I'm not calling for this. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
calling for this. But even if we were to lose this Sunday, I still want to see progress from week one to week two. I want to see Bryce play better. I want to see the defense play better. I want to see us play better as a team. Now, if we just go out there and get beat, mano a mano, and the Chargers would happen just to be the best team, then so
Mm-hmm.
be it. But don't go out there look like you just threw out um Central Piedmont Tech A&M against the damn Chargers. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a
Yeah, I just
minute. Wait a minute.
I just
Central Piedmont Technical School of Agriculture and Manufacturing, or whatever that M is for.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, that was a good one, Tony. Hey,
yeah.
hats off. Hey, that was a good one. That that was a good one. Hey, okay. So Dicker is my kicker, and I guess to my camera Dick. I'm assuming you are a Chargers fan. If you are, welcome. Thank you
Pause.
for joining us. He
What you
said,
say?
Dicker
Oh,
is my kicker. Yeah, that's a
flag.
hell of a
What flag?
name.
Somebody throw a flag on the play.
Hey, he
Yeah,
said if
damn.
y'all go 0-2 in two blowouts, you have to consider other options at coach. The Chargers
No,
tried this
no,
exact scenario with Staley and learned the hard way with that experience isn't easily replaced.
no,
Hey, okay.
no.
Well, you know now speaking of Dave Canales, all right. Me personally, I think Canales, Tepper has to let this play out. Okay, I think he'll be doing another disservice to himself and Panther Nation and Dave Canales if he
And this
pulled the trigger.
organization.
And yeah, exactly. If he pulled the trigger and let Dave Canales go, if the season is kind of still rocking after a few weeks, and everybody made a big deal of this on Twitter the other day when they said when Canales said that he had a meeting with David Tepper, and I want to remind people the Panthers organization is set up a lot differently than others. A lot of organizations in NFL, the head coach reports to the GM, and then the GM reports to the owner. In this situation, Dave Canales reports directly to David Tepper. Okay, so I don't think that him meeting with him this week, is the sign that the apocalypse is happening, and he only got a few games left. It
Every
kind of is what it is.
every coach that has been up under David Tepper has met with him every Monday, win, lose, or draw. That's just a standard form of operation. They meet with David Tepper on Monday morning. Mike Tomlin does it with the Rooney, with Mr. Rooney. Um,
Mm,
I heard somebody there was somebody else. Like these coaches, and I don't think it just I don't know this for sure, but I know a lot of times I've heard that those coaches, when they meet with the owners, the GM is present as well. I don't think it
mm,
just be the coach and the owner. But like I said, I don't know how it's set up with David Tepper, but I do
mm,
know since he has been the owner, each head coach has met with him every Monday morning.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
and also Nakari, let me tell you, for somebody who didn't want to watch tonight, boy, you giving us some good comments. I appreciate you, dog. He said we can't keep trying to look to the next season after 3 weeks. We have to give people time to develop. No one developed is coming here. We have to be patient. And that
That's
also is
facts.
another issue. Okay, that's another issue. We as an organization seem like we don't give people time to develop. And it's almost like sometimes I feel like we're stuck in David Gettleman's, kind of, I ain't gonna say curse, but it's almost like there's a voice whispering, like his voice is whispering to some of these people around the organization, and they're like, okay, so they did good, trade them. They want money, trade them. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because players leave here, they go to other organizations, and they flourish. So
Well, this is why I think it's very important. Just like Dave Canales and Dan Morgan said in their initial presser together, this is a rebuild, and I was glad to hear Dan Morgan call it what it is. Call a thing a thing. It seemed like everybody for the past 3 to 5 years has have act like they didn't want to use that word rebuild. Well, damn it,
hmm
when you've been as horrible as we have been, especially off a 2-15 season, it is exactly that. Just like they
yeah,
say about insanity, the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, and expecting a different result. Well, in order to
there you
change,
go.
you got to shake it up. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? You got to, if it's imploding from the inside, then you need to let that thing implode and clear out the rubble and rebuild it.
hmm
And the
yeah,
rebuild takes time. The rebuild
hmm
takes time. So I like Dan Morgan's point of being able to draft their own players, develop their own players. Because most teams in the NFL have success like that. Look at Kansas City. Andy Reid. Andy Reid has been the head coach for Patrick Mahomes' whole tenure. So
Yeah.
they got a core group of guys that what do you say? We stuck in the combine. Can't really see what's hurt. We should let Jay put off some people. Man, take the courage. I'm trying to talk. But yeah, it just we need to give it time. And nobody's calling for Dave Canales to be fired after 2 games, even if they go 0-2. That to me that is ridiculous. That would be very unnecessary. And I think that would set this franchise back another 10 years because what would that say about being the head coach of the Panthers? What would that say about David Tepper when he already has a negative spotlight to his name? You can't
Yeah.
afford too many more um knee jerk reactions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's going
Yeah.
in the car. Nobody has ever made me laugh that hard where I had to cut my camera off and mute myself and get my composure back. So again, shout out to you for deciding to come back and watch the episode. Appreciate you. But in what you just talked about, Tony, if it keeps going on like this, it's going to get to the point where nobody's going to want to come here because we're going to get the reputation that if you're a coach, you have to go
Hmm.
out there and do and have instant results, or you're not going to make it 6, 7 games into the season. Players are not going to want to come here for the simple fact of I like what they're building, I like what they're doing. I like this coaching staff. It's just like we're going to have to open up the checkbook and fork out these gigantic contracts to players who just want money. You know what I mean?
Right.
To people who
Right.
are not
Exactly.
necessarily, like invested in invest in the team like you want them to be. And it's just going
Right.
to be like a bad place to be, in general. So yeah, I hope Tepper, like I said, give Canales some time. You know, if we giving Bryce 2 seasons or however many seasons, you got to give Canales 2 or 3.
That and
You
that
know what I
part.
mean? Yeah.
I know how a lot of people are feeling about Bryce. Is he a potential franchise player? Will we sold uh expiration on some strawberries or something that was already you know
Expired.
bad or yeah, yeah, bad or whatnot. Like um yeah, firing your head coach right now, or even talking about firing the head coach right now is catastrophic
Yeah.
all around,
I feel you.
all across the board. It'd be catastrophic.
I feel you. I feel you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is Coach Dave Canal. I almost said Coach David Tepper. Damn, Coach Dave Canales. Well, hey, look, it feel like it sometimes. I swear, damn, it feel like it sometimes.
Dang. How it
Boy,
feel like, yo, we have not seen David Tepper any this offseason.
but you
Didn't
know
see
what though?
week
I,
one
I,
of the
I hey,
game.
Hey, hold on. I'm telling you, sometimes I want to be like, you know what? They need to give him the headset, the playbook, the red flag, and the Waffle House menu, and let him go out there and feel some of the pressure that these coaches are under, and like and what they have to go through, to only last 5 or 6 games, especially like Frank Reich. You know what I mean? And not trying to defend Frank Reich or nothing, but hey, we'll see.
I like this what the card said right here. The media
Hmm.
always says that Tepper is not patient. That's simply not true. He gave Rule 3 years. He gave Wright 7 or so games. The man has been more than patient. I agree. I
Hmm.
agree, especially with the Frank Wright situation. And I think that situation was one of those ones where you told them one thing when you got the head coaching job, then once you
Yeah.
got the job, you went a totally different direction. And I think
Hmm.
that David Tepper saw the writing on the wall and like, you know what? Before I do another 2.5, 3 years like I did with Frank Wright. Let me stop this right now. Let me get
Matt
rid of this
Rule.
right now. Yeah, yeah. I meant Matt Rule. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when Frank Wright came around, he was not about to give that man 3 years to do what he did the first 10, 11 games of the season last year. I don't think nobody would have had patience to do that.
Hey, Bradley said, "Don't jinx us. We don't want to see Tepper." Okay, I ain't gonna say that no more. I got you,
I
Bradley.
agree with you, Bradley. We do not want to see Tepper. That man has remained quiet and out of sight. Leave that man alone.
Facts,
Leave that man
facts.
alone.
Okay. All right. So also every week we're going to have an enemy spotlight as well. Okay. And the first one this week is J.K. Dobbins, okay, running back for the Chargers. So I picked J.K.
Mhm.
Dobbins this week, and his career, he started off with the Ravens. His career has been injury riddled. Okay. I want to say he hasn't made it through a full season in his career yet. Maybe his rookie year, I don't know. Okay, I don't think he's
I think his rookie year. Yeah, I think his
okay.
rookie year was. Yeah.
I don't think he's passed 1,000 yards yet. I'm somebody fact check me on that one. I don't think he has. But but what we saw from this offense from the Chargers this past Sunday, okay, they went out there and they ran the ball. This man ended up with 135 yards, I believe, and a touchdown. Okay, given the day
Mhm.
that Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill, Jamal Williams had against the Panthers as far as being running backs, fullbacks, whatever, out of the backfield receiving, call it what you want. All right. Now, J.K. Dobbins is not really the receiver type running back, even though he'll catch a couple passes out of the backfield.
Yeah.
But, you know, this I would say this has to be the number one focus for the Panthers defense this week is stopping the Chargers run game, who at this moment is led by J.K. Dobbins. All right. And like you said earlier,
Yeah.
Tony, they do have Gus Edwards. And I was going to say Blake Corum, but he didn't go to the Chargers. He went to the Rams, right?
Yeah, he went
I'm
to
thinking about
Rams.
him and
Yeah.
Harbaugh. Okay, but they do have Dobbins. They do have Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is a very capable back as well. So I think that the focus has to be on stopping that run game, because if they go out there and they push this Panthers defense down the field out of the gate, it's going to be a repeat of last week. Hopefully it's not score wise, but what the Panthers can't do is let the Chargers come out here, dictate the tempo, and make the game how they want it to go. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
defense has to go out there and set the tone. They have to do whatever they need to do to shut down this run game, or at least limit it to a certain extent. Okay. He
Right.
said the VW Beetle headlight on J.K. Dobbins. Oh
Oh
God,
God.
that is hilarious. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Mr. Dobbins here, Tony?
Yeah. Hey, I like J.K. Dobbins. I liked it when he came out of Ohio State. It's unfortunately that he has been set back, seems like year after year after year, with some type of knee injury where he has like missed the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
It was evident um in the all 22 film when they played the Raiders last week. Even though he got off, he was doing his thing. He don't have that
Mm-hmm.
same burst of speed, not that burst of speed, but that top end speed. Like
Yeah.
it was easy for those guys to like walk him down and save a tackle. I mean, he's still strong. He still got good vision. Can still got still he still has good contact balance and all that, but he don't have that home run speed that he once had coming out of Ohio State. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said earlier, this is the thing with this offense. They're going to force you to do what you need to do. They're going to force you to be disciplined. They're going to force you to wrap up and tackle. They're going to force you to play their style of ball. They don't have the receiving threats that they once had. So you're not going to see a whole lot of shots taken downfield. I like our corners in this game. I
Mm-hmm.
like Mike Jackson and JC Horn in this game matched up with their receivers. I like Troy Hill in the slot matched up with Lad McConkey. So to me, it's going to come down to the front seven of our defense
Mm-hmm.
and their offensive line, where they go 22 personnel or 12 personnel. I think I seen a couple plays where they had 13 personnel. They had three tight ends and had one of them um off the line of scrimmage. So,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times in that situation, that third tight end is going to pull, you know, and they
Yeah.
just smash it right up the middle or right in between the tackle and the guard. It's going to be a smash mouth football type of game. And even though you know what's coming, can you stop it? That's what it's
Yeah.
going to be. That's what it's going to boil down to. And they're going to lean on you for 4 quarters for 60 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know
Yeah.
who I'm also interested to see? Bradley Bozeman. If it was one player that I did not
Yeah.
want to see leave, I did not want to see leave was Bradley Bozeman. But I think if last year showed us one thing, he's not set up for this zone blocking scheme. Okay.
Right.
And, I wanted to see if they could, turn it around with him, kind of fit him into the scheme. But, he was one of the first ones that got cut. So, but I heard he looked good last week, didn't give up a sack. And like we
Yeah.
always said, if they got that downhill, smash mouth type running game, that's Bradley Bozeman in a
Yeah.
nutshell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Cause we love the signing of Bradley Bozeman when he came to Carolina. You know how high we want Bradley
Mm-hmm.
Bozeman. This offense that he's in now with the Chargers fit him perfectly. That smash mouth, north south type of running style. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
3 yards in a cloud of dust or whatever you want to call it. That's his type of offense. That's what he would flourish in. So I'm happy to see him there, but I hope we kick his ass this Sunday.
Yeah. Facts. Big fact. Okay. So let's move on to our next enemy spotlight. And Tony, you picked Mr. Joey Bosa. So the floor is yours, sir.
Yes. Yes, that is a whole problem right there. We should have put Joey the problem Bosa edge. Yes. The man has 68 career sacks, 16 forced fumbles. Um he's just a menace. 328 total tackles, and his numbers from last week, he had 6 solo tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about Joey Bosa, just like his brother Nick, just like Chase Young, those dudes came from Ohio State, and I know the defensive line coach at Ohio State, Mr. Johnson, is world renowned for the skills and techniques that he teach, and you see it
Mm-hmm.
in all three of those guys, man. They not only are great pass rushers, they can also set the edge and stop you in the running game. So like I said, the matchup to me is going to be out on the edge this week. Taylor Moton going against Joey Bosa, and Ike Kwano going up against Khalil Mack. And I think that is going to determine the outcome for our offense. I'm not gonna say just the game, but just the outcome of our offense, whether or not we have the time to make passes. I think we need to incorporate more of a quick game this week. If you're going to sit back and think you have 3 to 3.5 seconds to throw the ball, you probably gonna get your head knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
we need to get the ball out of Bryce Young hands ASAP as soon as possible.
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
Yep. And I do agree. And I probably should have added Khalil Mack on this slide as well, because when you want to say that a duo, okay, a legitimate duo of edge rushers for a team, Joey Bosa, when he's healthy, and Khalil Mack. Okay. So,
Hmm.
hopefully this isn't that game that they're circling on their calendar and like, oh yeah, we going to Carolina. Yeah, we about to have a good day today. I'm hoping that
Yeah.
doesn't pan out.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I said. If we come out and play 12 personnel with one running back, two tight ends, and the number one way that you can slow down an edge rusher like Joey Bosa
Mhm.
or Michael Parsons, you run at them, not away from them.
Well, look at the
You
comeback.
run, yeah, yeah. Prince
Look.
Truman for 130, two TDs. That would be a beautiful thing to see. That would be a beautiful thing to see. But yeah,
Sure
you
will.
you want to run at them. Just prime example, just what the Saints did to us last week. You want to punch the bully in his face first. You take the fight to the bully. Take the fight to Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, just like they took the fight to us and Derrick Brown.
Okay. Facts.
Yeah,
All right. Bet. Miss Hunky Dory said, Nicole, I got 1.4 fantasy points from Chuba last week, not even two. He got dropped like the ugly chick on prom night.
damn.
Yeah, I did pick up Chuba in a couple leagues, but I did have him on the bench, and I'm happy I did. Happy I did.
I have J.K. Dobbins, and I'm thinking about whether I want to uh replace him with replace Josh Jacobs with J.K. Dobbins this week.
Hey, let me tell you, you bet. Look, I got J.K. Dobbins in my Yahoo league, and I put him in start lineup immediately. Well, because I had the first pick, and I drafted Christian McCaffrey, and I couldn't get his
Yeah.
backup. So so I put him in there. But yeah, hey, look, you better keep Josh Jacobs in there because they got Malik Willis starting this week, dog. They gonna run that ball.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I
what's up,
know.
Quantum? How you doing, bud?
What's going on, Quantum?
Good to see you, my man.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
But yeah,
All
that's
right.
that's that's my enemy spotlight, Joey. Yeah, whatever nickname you want to give him, Bosa.
Hey, Bradley said, I got J.K. Dobbins. I'm starting. Hey, same here, Bradley. Same here.
Yeah, I might
You
I
know,
might put him as my flex. I might put him in my flex.
yeah. All right. So, also every week we're going to give you our keys to the game. Okay. And as you saw with our slide from my recap, this set of keys was on fire. The Panther emblems on the keys were burnt off. The
I
back
I
of
just
it was
want
torched.
I just want to say your little brother ain't shit.
Hey, well, mine is 1-5, but I am 1-0 in the league that you lost in, Doug. So you sit there and shut your face, okay?
Yeah.
And in the league, in the other league we in together, I'm 1-0. You 0-1. All right. So sit your ass on that couch and sit there and put that on your chest and be quiet. Just in that league, okay?
Put that logo on his wave cap.
Wow. Wow. Not the Gucci L on the do-rag. he got the L in Times New Roman on his wave cap.
Oh God.
Oh, hey, forgive us, y'all. Forgive us. We have a moment every episode where this happens. So please forgive us. When y'all see Tony take them
Oh,
glasses off, just give us
oh
a second.
God.
Okay. All right,
All
back
right, man.
back to the back to the keys to victory. Last week, I broke them down. My keys to victory, Tony keys to victory. This week, I said, screw it. We just gonna put them all together here. Okay,
Yeah.
so first key to victory: stop the run. Second, establish the run. Turnovers, execution, QB pressure, tackling, and communication. Okay, so Tony, you
Yeah.
got any of these you want to talk about specifically?
Whew, how long we been live? Cause this might be another hour and 30 minutes. But
Hey, look,
nah,
go for it, cuz. Go for it.
it's damn. Like it's really hard to pick one. But if I had to pick one, I say this. I'm gonna go with turnovers because when we
Uh-huh.
don't turn the ball over, you give yourself an opportunity to be successful. Eliminate the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
The two interceptions, um, I know Mingo fumbled twice. He recovered one. So
Yeah.
technically there was 3 turnovers in the game. When you turn the ball over, you giving the opposing team um extra possessions. So we need to eliminate the turnovers, try to create some type of rhythm, take some
Mm,
time off the clock, whether we get 3 points or 6 points. But the main thing, if we can eliminate the turnovers, I think that will solve, quite a few things that's on the keys to victory list.
okay. Hey, look, as Pace said, I hopefully we don't get exposed as badly as Shannon Sharp did last week. Hey, look, I don't care what nobody say. Shannon did that on purpose. And I think he admitted to doing it on purpose. And there goes Tony. Hey, don't tell. Shannon did that on purpose, dog. He did that on purpose. I don't care what
Oh,
nobody say. That was
let's
all the way on purpose.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about this for a brief moment. Hey, cause my wife, she don't have social media. She don't do
Mm,
all that. So I was telling her about it yesterday, and before I even finished telling her everything, when I got to the going live part, she was like, "Wait a minute, I don't even have Instagram." She said, "But
mm.
I know you just can't just throw your phone on the bed and Instagram Live just starts." Like, first of all, got to
No, look, he said dude was growling and everything.
yeah. Oh man, they were saying he was. They said he would sound like ogre from uh
Shrek.
what, Shrek. Yes, yes. They sound like one of ogres. Yeah,
Ah,
but it was funny. So we were sitting there. We were sitting there talking. I was like, you know what? Let me see how easy or how many steps it take to go live on Instagram. So one, you got to open up the app. That's just number
uh-huh.
one. You got to open up the app. You got to hit the plus button at the bottom, and
Uh-huh.
then you got to scroll over 4 times to where it says live. Then you got to hit the live button. So I'm like, dog, you did all this talking about you coming out. I'm just gonna be real with the people. I just wanted to just tell y'all just what really happened. I'm not technically savvy. I ain't never been on Instagram Live. I ain't never been on Instagram Live. Like like dog, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? The
Hey,
same people
hold
that
on,
you
wait,
said.
Tony. Wait. So hold on. So he was like, he said, hold on. I got hacked. I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm so sorry. I got hacked. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I got hacked.
but let me tell you how he told on himself though. Let me tell you how he told on himself. When Chad said, "Damn, a minute and 16 seconds, that's all you got in you."
Yeah,
He was like,
boy, I heard that
no,
too.
no, player. We about 20, 25 minutes into this thing, dog. No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no, no.
no.
Remember, no. Remember what he said? He said, if you put a hot dog in the microwave for 2 minutes, what's gonna happen, Chad? He said, what's gonna happen? Chad said, it's gonna blow up. He said, exactly. He said, exactly. A minute 16 seconds. I was it. That was it. Oh God. Okay. All right. Let's,
Oh,
y'all.
Mama Shell,
Hey,
Mama
sorry,
Shell,
y'all. Sorry, y'all. Okay.
Mama
Let's.
Shell. That's Mama Shell.
Oh God. All right. Let's wrangle this back to Panther football here.
I
Oh my
What were we
goodness.
talking about? I don't know what we were
the
talking
key
about.
the key the
I
keys to
don't know.
victory. I
Okay.
think you were finished explaining your keys to victory. The ones you
Yeah, I'm
wanted to
done. I'm
highlight.
done for a few minutes.
Okay.
Go ahead, CJ.
So mine, the
Oh
one
God.
that's going to be most pressing for me is tackling. Okay. There were so many missed tackles last week versus the Saints. I remember it was a 3rd and 3, or it was 3rd and short. Taysom Hill got hit in the backfield by, I think, Shaq Thompson, Ashawn Robinson. He made it past
Every
both
damn
of them.
body.
Yeah, hit a spin move and ended up 5 or 6 yards past the first down marker. Okay, so we've got to work on tackling. Got to work on tackling. Okay, and the next one is communication. because they said a lot of the defensive woes, especially in the secondary, were communication issues. And hold on, Mr. Said, nah, y'all see the gift of Seen on Soul playing. That's how Shannon
Yeah,
was acting. I
yeah,
ain't seen
yeah.
that one.
I forgot what the old man name was. That was on Friday, and he had his
Oh,
finger.
Pops. Oh,
He
yeah.
was he was blind and had his
God.
finger in the cupcake.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mr. Hunky Dory, thank you for the $2 super chat. As always, we
He said we
appreciate
booed his
you.
jokes 2 weeks ago.
And
What
you
was
two
that?
booed my jokes 2 weeks ago. Which one, Mr. Hunky Dory? My bad.
What?
Hey, like I told Doug earlier today, I don't remember what I did 6 hours ago. So I don't, I don't know what joke you're talking about. We sorry. Oh man. But okay, but to get
I know.
back to this.
I know. I think I kind of know what you're talking about. But the thing with this one, Mr. Hunkador, it was no visualization. It was the
Mm,
audio. We heard him.
mm,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I guess I kind
Hold
of
on. Hey, MDJ said for the records, the impersonation y'all did was horrible. Still funny though. Hey, let me tell you, I'd have to work on. I know I'm country, but I'd have to work on that voice for a while before I brought
yeah.
that to the people in a a serious manner, trying to impersonate Mr.
Right.
Sharp. So yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, appreciate you though. Hey, but okay, communication. Let me get back to communication because it seems like a lot of those errors in the secondary, they say they were communication errors. A lot of them from Jordan Fuller. He gave up the touchdown to Rashid Shaheed, and then on
Yeah.
Juwan Jordan's touchdown. Okay, now what the Saints did, they had a nice little play where they had Kamara and Taysom Hill in the backfield, both lined up to the right. Okay, so what they did was when Carr hiked the ball, when he got the ball, Kamara and Taysom Hill, they kind of moved out. They went out to the right. So everybody in the defense instantly thought, okay, well, one of these two is gonna get the ball. Jordan Fuller took the bait. Juwan Johnson runs up to the corner of the end zone, I'm sorry, the edge of
Yeah.
the end zone, right there, wide open. By the time Jordan Fuller figured out what Juwan Johnson was doing, it was too late. He couldn't even get over there in time to even try and make a play. So
Yeah.
communication and tackling. I want to say QB pressure, but Derek Brown not there. We still got DJ Johnson. Hell, Jamie Sheriff got cut this week. Echo Leota, Davion Clowney. I'm not sold on any of them after last week. Right now, I hope they can change my
What you think
mind.
about Charles Harris?
I don't know dilly squat about Charles Harris. So
Yeah.
if he plays, I got to see what he can do. All I know, he was a former
Yeah.
first round pick of the Lions, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021. He played with Todd Walsh in
Hmm.
Detroit. But I think
Yeah.
he's been injured like since
Hmm.
2022. So
Yeah. Yeah. Fuller blew the cover for sure. Exposed JC Horn. Yep.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
said,
he
y'all,
did.
y'all
They
still live?
definitely
Yeah, we
did.
still live. We still
Yeah,
live.
we
We
still
still
live.
live. Okay, so those are our keys to victory. And I got something else for y'all. Okay. So let me ask anybody in the chat. Okay.
I don't
Are
know nothing
any of
about this one.
y'all, yeah, you don't know nothing about this one. Are any of y'all Dragon Ball Z fans? And in particular, have any of y'all watched the Cell Soccer? Okay. So anybody let me know in the chat. Are y'all any of y'all Dragon Ball Z fans and have any of you watched the Cell Saga? Just sit there, Tony. You have no clue what I'm
Yeah, because
talking about.
I really don't know what the hell is going on.
But yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
Look, Diggy said nope.
Hey, I'm with you,
Okay.
Diggy. Nope. No clue.
All right, well, cool. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with this anyway. Okay. If y'all don't know, Dragon Ball Z is an anime, and the main character is Goku. He came in a spaceship from his planet that Lord Frieza was about to blow up. He landed on Earth, kind of like Superman in a sense. Okay. All right. So he had a son, and there was this guy named Dr. Gero. All right. And he had a red ribbon army back when Goku was little. Goku always foiled his plans and just destroyed all the things he wanted to do as far as a red ribbon army. So after some years, Dr. Gero created some androids, right? And so the androids were programmed to go and kill Goku. So he had one named Android 16. All right. And this is Android 16. Okay. But the thing was, Android 16 really ended up not wanting to fight. Okay. So Android 16 in this clip here, he represents Panthers fans' hopes and dreams. Okay. So Android 16, like I said, he was an android. All right. So while they're fighting Cell, trying to defeat him, Android 16 got his head blown off. Okay, but mind you, this is Gohan. This is Goku's son Gohan. Okay, he represents the Carolina Panthers. All right, so they're the Panthers' hopes and dreams sitting there with the head blown off. All right, and then you have Gohan. Gohan is always known for having this latent ability that let me see, this latent ability that something has to trigger it, for it to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like he has all this suppressed power, but it has to be these life-changing events. Something happens that makes his power and his abilities come to the surface. Okay, so like I said, Gohan represents the Carolina Panthers. Android 16 there on the ground is the Panthers fans' hopes and dreams. All right, so that is the foot of Cell, which is represented by the New Orleans Saints, destroying the Panthers, but our fan hopes and dreams last week. Okay, so that I should have put 47-10 down there. So that is New Orleans Saints. That's Cell's foot, and those are our hopes and dreams getting destroyed by the New Orleans Saints. Okay, so going back to Gohan, this is the event that triggered Gohan. Gohan was always he was a Super Saiyan at this time. So when this happened, Gohan, he got this rush of energy. He turned Super Saiyan 2. Okay, it's a next level in power. Look at Mr. Lucky Door. He said must be our future QB draft pick from Miami. Hey, what? Maybe. Hold on, Mr. Lucky Door. Hold on. Okay, so this. This is the Saints, just destroying the Panthers fans' hopes and dreams. Okay. So it was at this moment that Gohan he snapped. Okay. Something snapped in Gohan. And he was able to get the Super Saiyan 2. He kicked Cell's ass. In the end, he got too confident, messed up. But again, after that, he was able to defeat Cell with a little bit of help. Okay. So, and I know I took y'all down this big rabbit hole with Dragon Ball Z. One of my favorite shows, so I figured I'll just throw this in. Hopefully I'll make y'all laugh. But I'm hoping, can this right here be the Panthers Sunday? Okay? Can that ass whooping that we took last week, can it be enough to trigger the entire team to, whatever hopes and dreams that we have for the Panthers, whatever we thought that they could do that they did not do last week? Can this happen? I don't care in the car. I don't give a damn. I had to explain it because nobody, I guess I'm the only one up here that knows anything about Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I don't care. You know what? Get off my screen, the car. Get off my screen. All right, so okay,
Hey,
let me finish.
wait a minute. We can just wait to Shannon Sharp finishing. I'm gone.
You know what? Hey, that was a good one. I gave that. That was a good one. That was a good one. But no, this is not a Shannon Sharp finish. Okay, but like I said, I say this to say, can this be the Panthers this week? Would that ass whooping that we got last week be enough to trigger this team, this organization, for them to come out and respond this week? Okay, but like I said, that was kind of my playful way of taking one of my favorite cartoons and trying to
MTN with you, man. MTN being with you step by step.
I know. He said we knew to get killed by Kid Boo and Fat Boo. Tony, don't worry about it. You don't know who Majin Buu is either. Oh my god.
I don't.
But yeah. Hey, Dopey Nightlight, what's going on, dog? How you doing?
What's going on?
But yeah, so that is my analogy. Okay. Basically, Gohan is the Carolina Panthers. There was an event that triggered him and made him, show all his hidden potential. Okay. Will that ass whooping we got last week be enough for the Panthers as an organization to go out here and say, you know what, we got to do better. Okay, so that is my spiel on the Panthers and Android 16 and Gohan. You know, will the Saints game be the Panthers Android 16? All right, so thank you. And like Nicole, I know that
And,
was long, but thank you.
and C said he got a better chance going out with Zendaya tomorrow than this happening on Sunday.
Hey, you might, you might, you might. If you do, hey, more power to
Oh,
you.
hats off to you. God Almighty.
Hold on, Majin Buu is the pink ice cream. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got to look it up. I can sit here all I would be live for another 4 hours if I tried to explain everything that I really want to explain. So yeah, nah.
Mm.
But all right,
Oh
because
God.
one more thing before we get out of here, man. Hey, game predictions, man. What you think we're gonna do Sunday? What you think the outcome gonna be?
Because I'm going to be calling the game Sunday, I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Nah, hold on. Since when did you become Kurt Herbstreit? This ain't game day.
When they piss me off and I be on my couch calling the game like like I'm
This fool said,
broadcasting.
wait a minute, Doug. If you still in the comments, bro, get your cousin. He said I can't have an opinion since I'm calling the game Sunday.
Meaning
Hey,
meaning I'm
look.
probably gonna be too damn pissed to to do anything else. So
Yeah. Hey, look, Dopey
um
Nightlife TV said, hey, see, they tell him Sale got his ass beat up so bad he ended up had shit coming out his mouth. Yes, yes. Hey, look, that's what I'm saying.
wow.
Gohan beat Cell so bad that he spit up one of the androids that he absorbed to get to the form that he was in. Uh-oh, hold on. Wait a minute. All right, we got a special guest in the building that decided to show up at the last second.
He probably done playing no
Uh-oh,
he
hold on,
don't
wait a minute.
did you did wait a minute, I'm gone. I'm
Yeah.
gone. I'm
Oh, hey,
gone.
look. Oh, they squabbling now.
Love to do it.
Oh God.
Yeah! Yeah!
What's going on, Doug? Hey, look, we were that bad tonight. You
Oh
had to make an
God.
appearance.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Tony, hey, what you say about my do rag? Because the wage is show underneath. If you
Hey,
Hey,
he said you gonna have the
hey,
L on your do rag in Times New Roman. Oh God.
hey.
Okay. Hey, hold on. Okay, Tony, give me your prediction. You're not Kurt Herbstreit. Give me your prediction.
Um, I'm gonna say 24-13 Chargers.
Okay. Duh. What you got?
I'm hoping for a bounce back. Um,
Yeah, I'm hoping too.
Hey, Duh, hold on. Nod your head down a little bit. Let me see. Oh, okay. I about to say, wait, them Price is Right font you got going on there.
Tony gonna really cut the camera off. I knew you.
He is. Oh God, Doug, what you got, man? What you got?
Um, mm,
Dummy that way Captain Campbell.
Oh, wow. Cut the camera off, Tony. Okay, cut it off. Cut it off.
he would have give me back for what I said behind the scenes, so I'm gonna let him have it. He got me. He
Ooh.
got me back.
Oh
He got me
God.
back.
All right, come on,
Um,
Doug. What's your prediction? Oh, did you give it already? Oh, okay.
you're not gonna like you like Doug. I need a score.
Mm,
It's a 4 points. Win or lose, I think it's gonna be 4 points. I know that's awkward. Fuck. 21-17.
okay. I got you. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Hey, and Paul, if I'm right, WSOC said there's a chance of rain this weekend, but it's very, very low. That's the last forecast that I saw. But like I said earlier, I was cutting grass before we went live, and like the bottom fell out for about 5 minutes while I was cutting grass. So Charlotte has been like that lately. Charlotte will have one cell over, and it's always over my house. Always over my house. The rest of Charlotte will be sunny, and it's pouring rain at my house for 20 minutes straight. So
Hey,
you never know.
hey, CJ, can we
Yes,
welcome
sir.
back Mark Ingram back to the stage?
Boy. Hey, Tony Cook, I saw you up there in that pink suit in Michigan, boy. Hey, that shit was fly. You had them glasses on with the frames. Boy.
Hey, boy, I was cleaning the board of health, boy. You want to hear me?
He said cleaning the board of health. Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Boy, I was so clean, I was dirty.
Hold on. Nakari said final score 2-5. That would be crazy. That would be wow. So that would be two safeties and a field goal by somebody.
Yeah,
Who gonna get a field goal?
Hey,
yeah.
Nakari's favorite player, Eddie P. Eddie P. Oh my goodness. But you know what? Hold on. Let me see. Paul had a comment, and I agree with you, Paul. Right now, 27-13 Panthers. Because at this point, it seems like the Panthers are going to muster up one late touchdown and maybe a couple field goals. If I'm going based off of what we saw last week, and that's what I got to go off of right now. So I'm going to agree with you, Paul. 27-13 Panthers.
Paul
All right.
must be an App State fan. He said
Like,
he's in Boone.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? It does the same thing in Charlotte, and like I said, it'll be one cell, one cloud cell, and like I said, every time without question, it rains over my house, and then if I get in the car and go down to Walmart or something, everything is dry. So it's a chance. They say this is a minimal chance, but it's a chance. But we'll see. But hey, I hope it don't rain because that's the last damn thing they need. They already can't hang on to the damn ball.
Only one person can't.
Well, hell,
Yeah.
Bryce Young was about what this far
Only
from
one
fumbling
person.
too.
Okay, but one
Come on,
person.
Mingo.
One person. I'm gonna behave because I'm late. But I had to get big cuz because I got a
King
Sir
Wavy,
Uncle Sam.
boy. Hey, hold on, Tony. Look, I do you one better. Not the Price is Right font. That look like that Grand Theft Auto San
No,
Andreas font.
Oh
No.
my God, I'm trying to think of the name of the place in Dallas. Doesn't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, over there in not Cedar Hill. Is
Oh,
it
he'll be paying
Duncanville?
my disc for 2 days.
You talking about DeSoto or Oak Cliff?
No, no, in Duncanville. It's in Duncanville. Big T, big T.
Okay. Again, I'm not privy to this. I've never been to Texas, so all right. Any final thoughts before we
No.
get out of here, y'all?
Mm-mm.
No for you, Doug. What you got, Tony? Get yourself together now. Come on.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Any final thoughts before we get out of here, cuz?
He said what?
Wow,
Oh
what was the
God.
question? Oh my God.
He done. He took the glasses
Oh,
back off. He good. So go ahead and close us out. Go ahead and close
oh.
us out, CJ.
Win or lose. Honestly though,
Mm.
win or lose, I just want to be able to say that Carolina bounced back in a way that made the game respectable, and they looked like they had a chance, even if they don't win. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the opposite. Um, Not necessarily as far as the score, but as far as the execution, the turnovers, things of that nature, the communication. That's yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. What
somebody
is it?
else know.
Big T Plaza or something? I can't. Oh
You
God, I
calling it
can't
right.
remember the name. Huh?
You calling it right.
Yeah.
Right when you get off the
Big
highway.
T.
It's right when you get off the
Yeah,
highway.
Game is over by now. All right, go ahead, Tony. I ain't gonna put no more
yeah.
comments on the screen.
But no, I'm saying that's just what I want to see. It's not necessarily the victory. I just want to see them look competent and keep the game close. But if they do win it, so be it. But I just don't want to see what we saw this past Sunday, because last Sunday leave you with no hope whatsoever.
Okay, facts. All right. Well,
Is
everybody,
my eyes red?
no, you
You
good.
been
You
smoking?
good.
Or you drinking?
I
Look,
don't
y'all,
I don't smoke.
both of y'all be quiet, okay? Hey, look, everybody, thank y'all for joining us tonight. This preview, week 2 preview, Panthers versus Chargers. I hope we were able to give y'all something to to hope for, maybe. If not, I hope we were able to give y'all a good laugh tonight. Especially after that, curb stomping that we took last week to the New Orleans Saints. So I hope that the Panthers can come out and as a team, because as much flack and hell as we all gave Bryce Young, deservedly so, he was not the only person on the team. It's for us. The car, he's stupid. Hey, pretty
Oh,
much, pretty much. But as much flack as we gave Bryce, deservedly so, the whole team deserves all the flack that they can get.
yes,
They deserve all of it.
absolutely,
Everybody, from the coaches, the players, all of them. I saw a comment earlier.
absolutely,
Somebody said about the training staff. I think it was Nakari. Said something about the training staff and how the past few years somebody always gets hurt the first 5 weeks of the season. So everybody deserves to smoke. Okay. But if nothing else, like I said, I hope I was able to give y'all a good laugh tonight with the longest monologue ever. No space. Shout out to you know what? All right. Okay. But as always, y'all, if you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button
oh, God.
before you leave the live. If you're over on X and you haven't followed us, please make sure you follow us. We're working towards our 1,000 follower goal over on X and 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay. And as always, I want to take y'all out with 3 things. Okay. Number 1, y'all be good. Number 2, y'all be safe. And number 3, as always, Panther Nation, say it with me, y'all. Keep pounding. We'll see you.